Yo, can you hear me? Yeah, I wonder why they won't let us in the game. That's crazy. They still saying searching. Yep.
Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, catching up with Clemson's head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Seminoles headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Left side is Davidson. Plows through the defense. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll try the right side. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, if they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Third and 6 yards to go. On the move. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll give it to Johnson. There he goes. At the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And the point after is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Just had to get rid of it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Uh-oh, look out. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Ballmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Reynolds. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Going with the ground game left. Quick spin on the run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. He's looking to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Fighting off the defender. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball on the brim. But goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards, but too many guys coming after him too quickly.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Flying down the left side. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, no! Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, that was tough right there.
And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They want to run it left here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They punt it away on fourth down. Looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second and long here. He'll set up to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. The screen, and watch out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Out wide left, it's Moore. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Second down coming up. Looking for a crease. It's Chroma. Got the first down. Flying out to the left. He is in. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the... man.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got an alley. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sets his feet. It's Reynolds. Unloads to the wideout. Lets it slip right through it. And it'll be 4th down after the rare drop for this dude.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
That one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, it's Croma. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Fresh center down's going to the air. Got his man. And he's still running after the move. Touchdown Seminoles. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Out of bounds at the 34. A productive job by the return team. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Gonna take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Man, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 19 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Demon Deacons coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wiles. Good, strong tackle.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. The screen. He can go. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Getting close to zero, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Croma. Shakes off the defender. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. On the move, it's Croma. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. The give to the left side. He's past the marker. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready. Let's go.
In the red area, it's Singleton. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. He hurls one deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. They go to the wide receiver screen. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Tigers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Trying the run, it's Davidson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Rush right in his face. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On the move. Breaks the tackle. They'll make the stop. About a yard short of the 1st down. Multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They want to run this quarterback. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense is won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming on the field.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Gets the back moving. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. The Knowles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Here we go. Ready. Hey, move. Why did he go?
The run inside. It's Chroma. Still on his feet at the 25. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fights off a defender. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Takes the handoff. It's Chroma. There he goes. At the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Knowles. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner is stopped.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
And what is this? They're setting up the punt on 1st down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Punting on first down. But why? He'll look it inside his 40. He's going to get loose. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Clemson jumps to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Stop right there. On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll give it to Johnson. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Has to have it on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Sends it back in motion. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
That is no good. Oh, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
The give to the back. Sees a crease. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Hits inside. It's Singleton. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
That's what that home field and that momentum do, man.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game.
Yeah, that's what I said. Ooh, that's rough right there.
To really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And the Knowles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Setting up the screen. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
Oh yeah, that backup back, yeah, he do. He got a couple of them. Bulldozer, he got a couple.
The
Yeah.
Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it behind the line. It's Chroma.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Running inside. It's Chroma. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, They love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game. And I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.